I warmly welcome you to today's finance series. In the last series, I have been talking about business drivers and how to identify these drivers. Today, I'm going to be taking it a step further and I'm going to look at a case study on a company called SB Corporations that was established in the 1980s and how this business has been able to grow over time. We're going to identify the drivers and we're going to see how they've been able to leverage on this to grow their business. Follow me as we go into this round of presentation. It promises to be a very insightful one. And I want you to actually apply this. Reach out to me if you have any questions or need any support. Thank you once again. Let's look at SB Corporation, which is a global coffee giant with over 30,000 stores across 80 countries in the world. This company was founded in the 1980s and has experienced remarkable growth, which is driven by strategic business decisions. Let's look at some key drivers in this business. The first is on product innovation. SB innovates its product offering by introducing new flavors and beverages. Recall that I said it is a coffee giant, right? Now, let's also look at customer experience. The company focuses on creating an inviting store atmosphere and exceptional customer service. Two things here, an inviting store atmosphere and exceptional customer service. Okay, moving on, the next is global expansion. We can see that this company has strategic store openings in new markets that has been able to help it drive growth. Another point is on digital transformation. So this company adopts mobile ordering, online sales, and loyalty programs to enhance customer engagements. There is also what is called sustainability. So they adopt eco-friendly practices that also helps to attract environmentally conscious customers. I'm sure a lot of businesses will understand what I'm saying here. The focus here is on ESG and a lot of businesses are beginning to do a lot in that regard. So for this company, in summary, I've talked about their presence, both online, the customer service, and even the atmosphere that is created, the warmth in their stores, in their businesses, the fact that they introduce variants into their products, new flavors into their products to bring in change and to move with time. Let's look at their growth strategy. What has their growth strategy been? It's largely around expansion, a lot on market penetration and expanding their stores in existing markets. If you recall at the point of introduction, I mentioned that they have presence in over 80 countries. Another growth strategy for this business is on market development, which involves entering into markets through strategic partnerships. They also have in place product diversification, which means that they introduce new products such as tea and food items. And one of the things observed in this business is on their brand extension. And what they do here is that they license their brand for use in grocery stores. So what are the key indicators by assessing all these things? From my review, I observed that this company grew by 10% at the minimum on an annual basis in the last 5 years. Another point again is that the number of stores grew by 5% on an annual basis. The loyalty programs that they also introduced helped to, increase customer retention and, they had a lot of comebacks from their customers. And digital sales online grew by 20%. In as much as all these points that I've mentioned has been good, the company has experienced sales increase, revenue grew by, digital sales for instance grew by 20%. This company has also faced challenges, one of which is intense competition from local coffee shops. Aside competition, another challenge faced by this company is on the fluctuations in the economy, sensitivity to economic downturn, high inflation rates, high interest rates, environment, all those macro factors also affected the operations of this business. And finally, regulatory changes, compliance with various global regulations because they have presence in different countries. All these factors also affected or impacted the performance of this business. But one key thing that I learned from my review of this business is that they didn't allow this challenge to actually impact all their business totally. What did they do differently? They continued to innovate. They continued to stay ahead of consumer trends. They continue to maintain customer-centric strategies, which involves focusing on exceptional customer experience. And finally, they engaged in strategic partnership to help them collaborate for growth. Recall that when I was talking about these businesses and things they did differently, I talked about brand extension, licensing SB brand for use in grocery stores. That also helped to drive sales. It also helped for collaboration within the business. What I'm saying in essence is that as a business, you need to first identify what these drivers are and align these drivers with your business strategies. Because at the end of the day, this would help to spur growth within your business. As you have drivers of growth, you also have drivers of low performance. So you need to identify this and see how best you can correct or implement corrective measures to help to reduce a negative impact on your performance. I hope this information has been very helpful. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening, and do have a great one.